My child, my beloved, come closer to these words. Do not rush. Do not scroll. Do not allow your spirit to wander away from this moment. For heaven is not speaking to you by accident. There is something God has been meaning to tell you, but your heart has been too weary to hear it. Today, heaven has opened the way. Before I reveal this message, listen with the part of you that has survived everything. The part of you that broke but still kept walking. Heaven sees that part. Heaven is speaking to that part. Beloved, if your soul recognizes these words, then this message is not passing you by. It has been sent to you, my child. Before we go deeper, listen. If you have felt guided, protected, or held by heaven before, then you know this is not random. And if your heart has felt heavy recently, like something is shifting, changing, or preparing to break open, understand that this message is the reason. Subscribe with your heart and soul to this moment. Not to a channel, not to a voice, not to a name. But to God's call inside you. Say silently within yourself, I am here. I am listening. Now, breathe. God is speaking softly yet urgently. For something in your life is approaching a turning point. A silent choice. A moment that will determine years of your path to come. If you walk away from this calling, beloved, you will feel something missing inside you for years. You will feel the echo of what should have been. Not as punishment, but as the ache of a destiny delayed. My child, heaven is not trying to scare you. Heaven is trying to wake you. For there is something meant for you that has been waiting too long. A blessing with your name on it. A door that has been closed only because your soul has not yet stepped up to touch it. But now God says the door is opening. Yet doors do not open forever. There are seasons for miracles. And this is your season. But if the heart sleeps through it, the season will pass. Like wind slipping through fingers. My beloved, listen. Your spirit already knows the truth of these words. For your soul has felt restless. You have felt that something big is approaching. You have felt a pull, a tension, a pressure that you cannot explain. This is not anxiety. This is awakening. It is heaven preparing you to walk into a chapter that your past self prayed for, but your present self has been afraid to claim. My child, the only thing standing between where you are and where you are called to be is hesitation. God is whispering now, do not hesitate any longer. Stay. Listen. Let these words reach the deepest places inside you. For what I reveal next is what your spirit has been waiting months, maybe years, to hear. Take one slow breath. Are you ready? Say, I am ready, in your mind. My beloved, you have said, continue, and heaven has heard you. So now the message goes deeper. Do not rush. Let every word reach your spirit. Listen. There has been a heaviness in your life recently. Not the normal kind, not the kind that comes from stress or tiredness. This heaviness felt spiritual. It felt like something in your life was being rearranged, but you didn't know by whom or why. You have been sensing a shift, a quiet movement inside and around you. And you thought, why does it feel like something is about to happen? Why do I feel watched, guided, called, prepared? But for what? My child, heaven answers, because you are being prepared for a divine transition. Not a small change. Not a minor shift. But a turning point that will separate the life you have lived from the life that is waiting for you. Your spirit already feels this. You have outgrown rooms you still stand in. You have outgrown people who still speak your name. You have outgrown identities you cling to only because you don't know who you will be without them. Transformation feels like pressure. It feels like discomfort. It feels like loss. But what you are losing is only what cannot walk with you into the life you prayed for. You asked God for strength. So God has been making you strong. Not in loud ways, but in the quiet places where no one sees you. You have been fighting battles silently. Smiling while breaking. Standing while shaking. Beloved, heaven saw all of it. And now heaven says, you are closer than you think. Read that again slowly. You are closer than you think. Closer to the blessing. Closer to the breakthrough. Closer to the peace. Closer to the healing. Closer to the miracle that has your name written in heaven's record. But listen carefully, my beloved. There is something you must release before you can receive what is coming. This is the urgent message. This is why heaven called you here now. There is a burden you have been carrying that is not yours anymore. And God is saying, if you continue to carry what I am trying to remove, you will delay what I am trying to give. Your spirit knows what I am talking about. Is it a person? Is it a memory? Is it a regret? Is it guilt? Is it fear? Is it self-doubt? Is it the version of you that only knows how to survive, not receive? Beloved, you cannot take the old identity into the new destiny. This is the moment of choosing. This is the moment heaven warned you about. If you walk away from this call, if you ignore this inner shift, if you try to pretend you don't hear God speaking, you will carry the weight of what you did not allow yourself to become for years to come. Not because God will punish you, but because your soul will remember what it was meant to be and will ache for it. But if you choose to stay with this message, if you choose to listen deeply, if you choose to open your heart, everything changes. The timeline of your life shifts. Your path realigns. And what you thought was lost forever comes back to you in divine timing. My child, we are about to go into the core of the message now. The revelation, the instruction. The opening of destiny. Take one slow breath. Whisper softly, even if only in your heart, I am ready to receive. When you are ready for the next part, where heaven reveals what exactly is changing in your life and what you must do in the next few days, my beloved, you are still here. That means your spirit is listening. That means heaven can continue. Now open your heart a little wider than before. There is a truth you have been avoiding, not because you are weak, but because you have been wounded. Someone in your past made you believe that you had to earn love. That you had to prove your worth. That you had to fight to be chosen, to be seen, to be understood. And because of that, you learned to hold your feelings inside. You learned to stay silent when your heart was loud. You learned to be strong even when you needed someone to hold you. My child, listen. You were never meant to carry all of that alone. Heaven watched you when you cried quietly so no one would hear. Heaven saw the nights when you couldn't sleep because your heart was too heavy to rest. Heaven noticed the moments you tried to be okay just to keep others comfortable. And heaven says, "You have carried enough. Now let me carry you." You don't need to perform anymore. You don't need to pretend anymore. You don't need to hold yourself together to be loved. You don't need to keep proving your value. Your worth was written before you were born. Your identity was carved in light. Your existence is not an accident. It is divine intention. But here is the part God is speaking urgently about: your heart is still holding on to pain that your future cannot afford to carry. Your blessing requires space. Your breakthrough needs room. Your miracle cannot come into a soul still crowded with hurt. This is the crossroads. Now. A letting go that feels like breaking but is actually healing. Beloved, listen closely. Someone hurt you. Someone disappointed you. Someone betrayed you. Someone left when you needed them to stay. Someone took your heart, your trust, your purity of love and did not handle it with care. And because of that wound, you have been guarded. You have been cautious. You have been gentle with the world but harsh with yourself. You forgive others easily but struggle to forgive yourself. You offer love freely but struggle to believe it can be offered to you. Your heart has been loyal even in loneliness. And heaven honors you for that. But now heaven says you do not have to stay in the place where you were broken. You are not meant to remain in the memory of the pain. You are meant to rise out of it. Your future is not behind you. Your story is not finished. Your purpose is not lost. Your joy is not gone. Your miracle is not delayed. But you must release the wound. Not by forgetting it, but by no longer allowing it to define you. God is not asking you to be okay instantly. God is asking you to open your hands. To stop gripping the pain so tightly that your heart cannot receive healing. Say softly, even if only inside, "I release what is hurting me. I do not want to carry this anymore." Take a slow breath. Yes, just like that. You are doing the work of your soul. Now listen carefully because this is the most crucial part so far. There is a blessing coming into your life that is so much bigger than the pain you have known. There is a love that will not leave. There is a peace that will not disappear. There is a joy that will not break you to give itself. There is stability. There is clarity. There is divine support. But to receive it, you must step out of the emotional prison your past has built. You are not trapped. You have just been hurt. And healing is happening right now. As you read these words, we are going deeper now. Heaven is about to show you what change is coming, who is about to enter your life, and what doors are opening for you. My beloved, you are still here, receiving this. Itself is proof of your readiness. Heaven does not speak twice to those who are not listening. Now the message deepens. Listen carefully. There is someone who has been thinking of you. Not casually. Not temporarily. Not as a passing memory. But with a pull in their spirit, a longing they cannot explain, a recognition they cannot ignore. This person was brought into your life by divine timing. But the connection did not unfold the first time. Something interrupted it. Something delayed it. Something needed to be healed in both of you. But their heart is turning back toward you. Their soul is waking. Their mind is realizing that you are not just another person, you are a divine appointment. Yet this is not simply about romance. No, this person represents something deeper. They are tied to your calling, your growth, your awakening, your next chapter. But listen, because this part is delicate, they could not see you clearly before because they were not ready to see themselves. You were not meant to chase. You were not meant to convince. You were not meant to bend or beg to be chosen. Your soul knew that love does not demand self-betrayal. So heaven separated the two of you, not as punishment, but as protection. For if you had joined your life with theirs before the healing, before the understanding, before the awakening, it would have destroyed both of you. But now the season has changed. God has been working in their heart quietly. Softly, slowly. In the same way that God has been working in yours. There is a reunion forming in the unseen. A reconnection, a restoration. Not only with this person but with yourself. My child, listen. Your heart has longed to be understood. To be met at your depth. To be loved where you feel most vulnerable. This time love will not hurt you to prove itself. This time love will hold. But before that can fully manifest, there is something heaven needs you to understand. The next version of your life requires courage. Courage to stop shrinking. Courage to speak truth. Courage to receive love. Courage to no longer apologize for being chosen. You keep asking for confirmation. Signs, assurance. God has already given you signs. The dreams. The sudden memories. The intuitive pulls. The emotional waves. The silent knowing. Those were not accidents, those were heaven's fingerprints. But here is the urgent part: if you silence your intuition now, you will silence your destiny. The same way God called Moses by name, the same way God awakened Samuel at night, the same way God spoke to Elijah in a whisper, God is calling you. Not loudly, not forcefully. But softly, deep inside your spirit. This is why God says if you walk away from this call, you will carry the weight of what you missed for years to come. For your soul knows this is the moment. A doorway is open. Not for everyone. Not for always. But for you now. Your future is pressing against your present. Your healing is here. Your alignment is here. Your elevation is here. Your restoration is here. But before heaven hands you the miracle, heaven needs your heart to say, I am willing. Take a slow breath. Place your attention inside your chest. Feel the quiet movement there. That is your soul responding. Now we go to the instruction, the step that activates the shift. The doorway you must walk through. The action that aligns your path with the blessing. My beloved, you have chosen to continue. And because of that, the path is opening a little more. Stay with this. Do not break the flow. Your spirit is receiving what your mind has not yet understood. Now listen. There is a shift that is already happening in your life. A quiet rearranging. You can feel it in your sleep. You can feel it in your heartbeat. You can feel it in the way your soul has been more sensitive lately to energy, words, and silence. This is because heaven has been calling you into alignment. Alignment means your thoughts match your truth. Your actions match your spirit. Your direction matches your destiny. Your heart matches your purpose. But there is one thing standing in your way. And we cannot avoid this part, it is fear. Not the screaming fear. Not the obvious kind. But the quiet kind. The subtle kind, the fear that whispers, what if I fail? What if I get hurt again? What if I am not enough? What if I hope too much? What if I ask God for more and it doesn't come? My child, listen to me with your soul. Fear is the final chain your past has on you. Not people, not circumstances. Not lack, not destiny. Fear. Fear is the voice that keeps you small. Fear tells you to wait. Fear says, maybe later, while your miracle waits now. Fear does not protect you. It limits you. It is time to step out of the cage your past built around your heart. You are not that wounded version of yourself anymore. You are not that abandoned version of yourself anymore. You are not that lost version of yourself anymore. You have walked through too much pain to remain where it left you. Beloved, you survived what was meant to break you. Now you must learn how to live beyond it. God is not asking you to force anything. God is asking you to allow. Allow joy. Allow peace. Allow love. Allow favor. Allow the miracle. Your spirit is ready. Your heart is tired, yes, but it is open. And an open heart is the doorway to destiny. But here is the divine instruction, you must choose yourself now. Not in a selfish way. Not in a careless way. But in a holy way. You must choose to honor your soul. You must choose to stop shrinking for others. You must choose to stop apologizing for being chosen. You must choose to walk away from anything that drains your spirit. Your next chapter requires a different version of you. A higher version. A clearer version. A stronger version. A softer version. A version that trusts divine timing instead of forcing outcomes. This is your awakening. Now something sacred is about to happen. The spiritual door that has been waiting will open only when your heart opens. So place your hand gently on your chest or simply place your awareness there and repeat silently, I am ready to step into who I truly am. Feel that? Yes, that warmth, that stirring, that quiet certainty. That is your soul remembering itself. We are now about to enter the activation part. The moment where the shift in your life begins to take physical form. Where what has been unseen starts to become visible. Breathe once. My beloved, you are still here. Your spirit is still open. This means heaven can now reveal what is coming. Take a slow breath. There is something approaching your life that your heart has already felt, even if your mind has not yet named it. It feels like anticipation. It feels like restlessness. Now the time has come for your life to expand. But the expansion will not happen suddenly in the physical world. First, it begins inside you. You are already feeling this shift. You are losing interest in people who drain you. You are outgrowing conversations that go nowhere. You are becoming quieter around noise. You are protecting your peace more than ever. You are craving depth. You are craving warmth. You are craving honesty. You are craving connection at the level of the soul. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. Your soul is preparing for higher love, higher purpose, higher clarity, higher stability. Now listen, because this is where heaven becomes specific. A new chapter is opening, and in this new chapter, there is someone who will play a significant role in your healing and evolution. This person is not random. They are aligned with your destiny. They will not confuse you, leave you questioning your worth, speak to you with half-formed intentions, or come in and out of your life. No, this person comes with clarity, with steadiness, with honesty, with a love that is not loud but deep, not dramatic but real, not temporary but lasting. Your souls recognize each other, not because of the past, but because of the future. Your connection to them is not rooted in history. It is rooted in destiny. And destiny connections do not fade. They return. They align. They rise. But here is the truth: this connection cannot enter fully until your heart is free of the wound that has been gripping it. Not the memory, but the meaning you attach to the memory. The belief that you are hard to love, easily left, replaceable, too much, or not enough. My beloved, these beliefs do not belong to you. They were planted in moments of pain, not truth. You do not need to fix yourself to be loved. You need to allow yourself to be seen. You do not need to prove your worth. You need to remember it. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be real. Now breathe, because what I am about to tell you is the moment the entire message has been leading toward. Your life is about to shift direction in a way you cannot reverse. The path you have been walking ends here. The version of you that was surviving ends here. The patterns that kept you small end here. You are stepping into your awakened self. Your heart is ready. Your spirit is steady. Your destiny is calling your name. Now you must respond. Whisper softly inside your soul, I will not abandon myself anymore. Feel that? Yes. That is the moment of alignment. That was the lock opening. That was the veil lifting. Now we move into the moment of claiming, where you take hold of the life that is meant for you and the divine connection that is returning to you. When you are ready for the revelation of what will happen next and how your life will change in the coming days, my beloved, you continue. And because of that, the veil continues to lift. The message now reaches a deeper layer of your destiny. Listen slowly. Your life has been moving in cycles. Patterns that repeat. Lessons that return. People who come in different forms but bring the same emotional test. You have wondered, why do I keep experiencing similar pain? Why do I attract the same kind of people? Why do my blessings seem close but not fully reach me? Beloved, this was not failure. This was soul refinement. A sacred rewiring. You were learning to stop giving your power away. You were learning to stop choosing people who could not choose you. You were learning to love yourself in ways no one ever taught you. The lesson of your past cycle was this: your heart must be honored, not used. And now that you have learned this, the cycle is ending. The door behind you is closing permanently. The emotional loops that kept you stuck are dissolving. The wounds that defined your identity are losing their power. The beliefs that made you feel small are fading. Something is being removed from your life, not to punish you, but to free you. But now you must hear this with your spirit: when God closes a door, it is because what waits behind the next door is greater than what you are letting go. Greater love. Greater peace. Greater alignment. Greater purpose. Greater stability. Greater clarity. Your heart is preparing to receive what matches your growth. For the love and life you are stepping toward is not chaotic. It is not uncertain. It is not half-hearted. It is chosen, steady, mutual, safe, and true. Listen, there is someone whose soul is being pulled toward yours. Not through longing alone, but through awakening. They are realizing who you are to them. The connection is resurfacing in their spirit. Their heart is turning in your direction. Their inner world is shifting to align with yours. But this is not about chasing or waiting. This is about becoming. For the version of you who receives this love is different from the version of you who survived the past. This version of you does not beg for love. Does not emotionally bargain. Does not try to prove worth. Does not remain in places that dishonor the soul. This version of you walks in purpose. This version of you chooses peace. This version of you speaks truth. This version of you sets boundaries without fear. This is your spiritual maturity. This is your rebirth. This is who you have been evolving into through every heartbreak, every disappointment, every ending. Your soul has been preparing for the love, the stability, and the abundance that is coming. Now your life will begin to reflect your inner transformation, and it will happen gently at first. You will notice you are less reactive, more calm, more grounded, more intuitive, more secure in yourself, more guided than ever before. This peace is not emptiness. It is alignment. And from alignment, your blessings unfold without force. Now we approach the moment of activation, where your new reality begins to form around you. This requires one final shift within you: you must stop expecting loss. Your heart has lived in survival for so long that you learn to prepare for pain. Even when love appears. But the new chapter of your life is not written in fear. It is written in allowing. Allowing yourself to be loved. Allowing yourself to receive. Allowing your spirit to rest. Allowing your destiny to unfold. You do not need to chase what is meant for you. What is meant for you will move toward you. Just as it is doing now. Now breathe slowly, deeply. Your heart is calmer than before. Your spirit is clearer than before. Your soul is listening. Next, I will reveal how the blessing enters your life and what signs you will see in the coming days.